All right, we're starting out lying down today. Just gonna let the back body kind of relax against the floor. And you can, as always, feel free to bend your arms and knees in whatever most comfortable way feels appropriate. And as the shoulder blades flatten on the floor, as the belly button kind of sinks down toward the floor, it feels nice. Spine neutralizes. It's easier to breathe deeply into the chest and feel that expansion across the front body. Big front body inhale. Pull it in strong on the exhale, using that belly muscles to wrap everything in toward the spine, activating that low back support system. And take your time just settling into watching your breath. Notice the rise and fall of the belly and the chest. And notice they rise and fall at the same rate. And let's see if we could lengthen the inhale and exhale, maybe by 1 extra second. Scan your body in this moment of stillness. Notice particular sensations that might arise. Places that feel strong and open and great, but also notice places that feel sticky and tense. Breathe into all those places. And take one more round of maybe 3 more breaths just to watch your breath, watch your thoughts. Watch and see what the mind comes up with. Observe with compassionate amusement without getting taken for a ride by your own thoughts. Maybe one more breath here. And we'll start to bring in some movement. So we'll bend our knees here, scooch the feet up and close by your hips, and then walk the feet wide so that they're way wider than your hips. And we'll take some windshield wipers. Knees drop to one side, knees drop to the other side. Let's take some time just doing this. This is all, okay? Gently waking hips up, massaging glutes, low back waking up. Nice little twist for your spine. Nice opening inner and outer hip. And maybe start to take a little longer when the knees come close to the ground. And if it feels right, maybe start to actively draw the knees downward. All right, maybe a couple more rounds of windshield wipers, hopefully feeling a lot more open and awake in the hips and low back than when you started. And let's bring the knees back up and in. Go ahead and get all your legs up in the air. All right. Let's get all our hands up in the air too. And we'll interlace fingers. And I like to make kind of a fancy pointer finger here. Peeling your head and shoulders up off the mat, take all your arms out to the right side of your leg. So almost like you're putting your left wrist on the outside of your right knee. See if you could keep your neck long in the front and the back as we begin to move. So a little bit of a core challenge here. Keep everything the same. Just move the left leg. Point the left toe at the front of your mat, hover, and then bring it back up and in, point it up. Again, inhale, left leg points at the front of the mat. Keep the neck long. Exhale, bring it in. Again, inhale. And exhale. Here we go. Again. Exhale. 6 more times. Again. Exhale. Here's number 5, counting down. Exhale. Number 4, the neck is still long. Exhale. Number 3, exhale. Nice little challenge. Number 2, exhale. Last one, lengthen out that left toe, hold here and breathe. Reach equally up with your right toes and out with your left. Could you lift your head and shoulders a little bit more? Your neck is still long. Nice little challenge for your core. 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. You can bend your knees briefly, and then we'll get all the legs back up in the air and prepare to switch sides. So fingers interlaced. Let's peel the head and shoulders up. Hands out to the left side of your legs. Remember your long neck, front, back, and sides, please. Now everything stays the same except the right leg. Point the right toe forward, hover the leg, bring it back up. 9 more. 9. Exhale back to center. Inhale, 8. Exhale, 7. 6. 5. Almost there. 4. 3 more. 2 more. Let's hold the last one. Hold and breathe. Hover the right leg. Point out through the right toes and up through the left equally. Peel up the head and shoulders. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Okay, rock it around a little bit. Notice how your abs are feeling. That's good work. Go ahead and drop your hands, drop your feet, and we'll get up into some bridges. So with your inhale, hips come high. Should feel nice after that core work. And exhale, hips come down. Now let's take a few more ups and down breaths like this, please. Remember, as you lift and lower your hips, let's keep 2 things exactly the same. Let's keep a gentle squeeze between your knees, like you're holding a tennis ball there. And let's keep the tip of the nose pointed straight up so that the back of the neck doesn't roll to the floor, please. Okay, notice how that gives you a little extra control in your core as you lift and lower. Next time the hips come up, hold and breathe. Okay, press down into your elbows. Maybe we can point the fingertips up. So elbows are pressing down, shoulder blades are pressing down, the upper body's strong. Press a little bit more into your left foot and try to drag the left heel towards your shoulder blades. How would it feel if you got the right leg up in the air here? Hold and breathe. Now let's try this. Let's bring the hips down, almost to the ground, and back up. Again, down, keep breathing, and up. Keep dragging the left heel towards your shoulder blades, down, and up. One more, please, down, and up. Hold here and breathe. If you need a break, just drop that right foot. If everything's going great, move the right foot a little closer to the back of the mat behind your head. Press into your elbows. Drag that left heel a little closer to your shoulder blades. One more big breath here. And come on down. Let that all go. You can drop your hands on the floor. And let's do some more bridges. So same thing. Tennis ball between your knees. Nose points up. Lift hips. Inhale. Lower hips. Exhale. Okay, and you may start to, rather than simply lifting and lowering, you might start to roll the spine up and roll it down. So kind of controlling and focusing on that flexibility in your spine. Nice little wave, moving up and down. Okay, next time the hips are up, let's try holding here. Hold and breathe. Bend those elbows. Press down into elbows and shoulder blades. Okay, strong upper body. Let's have some extra weight in the right foot. Try to drag that heel towards your shoulder blades. Let's get the left leg up. Ready? Here we go. Hips down low. Hips up high. Keep breathing. Hips low. Hips high. 2 more. Bring it down. Bring it up. Last one. Down. And up. Hold. Breathe. Reactivate arms pressed down. Right heel drags. Maybe that left toe moves a little closer to the back of your head. One more big breath here. And come on down. We can shake it out here on the floor. Notice how the back body feels. Okay, glutes, hamstrings, back body woken up a little bit. Let's tuck hands behind knees here. Let's rock and roll a few times. Rock it up and roll it down. When you come up, see if you can float a little bit, little floating boat. Okay, next time you come up, let's stay there. Let's float a little while in your boat. So please keep in mind, hands and feet can come down at any time and you can feel so much more stable with more contact on the ground. But no matter what, your spine is long, your chest is open and big, and that belly button is pulling back to give you a lot of length and lift in your low back. And try letting go of your legs. Remember to breathe. If you have let go of your legs and your hands are free, put them together. Take a big breath in at center here. As you exhale, turn to the right. Tap the floor with your hands. If your hands aren't free, just turn to the right. Okay, inhale through center. Exhale, turn to the left. Tap the floor if your hands are free. Let's take a few more. Inhale through center. Exhale, tap the floor on the right. Keep going. Inhale. Twist on your exhale. If you need less challenge, do it with your feet down like I'm showing you. If you want more challenge, do it with your feet all the way up like I'm showing you. Either way, your core is strong, your low back lifts up long. 2 more on each side. One more. All right, next time you come back to center, drop those feet, point your toes out to one side, and we'll come to hands and knees. I'll meet you here. Let's do some cat-cows. Heart moves forward on the inhale. Remember to pull with your strong arms and press the floor away. Exhale. Drop your head. Shake it out. Let's take a few more, please. Heart rolling forward. And hands pushing down. Please find a little lateral movement in your spine, a little bit of a side-to-side rolling as well. Feel free to linger if you find a little sore spot. then find a flat back. Tuck your toes here. Let's find our first down dog of this practice. Okay, you can always bend your knees and you can always drop down to them. So you always have a way out, you always have a modification. Let's think about maybe walking heels, shaking head, rolling shoulders, finding a lot of movement in your joints in this down dog. Roll your shoulders the other way. And then find a nice crisp down dog. Inhaling here, heart moving forward, find your plank posture. Remember, you can drop your knees in a plank. Okay, with your exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale here, roll yourself up to standing. Heart lifts up high. Check it out. Go ahead and lift your right knee. Okay, with your exhale, slowly, could you shoot the right foot back, reach forward, maybe balance here, or maybe if you need a little extra balance, help, you can touch the right toe behind you. We're coming back up. So inhaling here, reaching up with your hands, right knee pulling up in front. Let's do the same thing we just did. Exhale, hands reach forward, right foot presses back, maybe hover the right foot, maybe touch down for a little less balance work. One more time, please. Inhaling up and forward with that right knee. And exhaling, hands reach forward, right foot floats toward the back of the mat. We're actually going to drop the right toe now. So drop the right toes to the mat here. Inhaling, heart lifts high as your 2 feet try to snap together in your crescent lunge. Exhale here, heart drops down. Go ahead and reach back. Okay, maybe drop the back knee if you need a little break. Let's do that again. Keep the legs strong. Inhaling, crescent lunge. Heart lifts as your feet try and snap together. Exhale, heart down, reach back. One more. Big breath in, crescent. One last time. Exhale, heart down. Okay, palms are down here. Inhale, step it back to a plank. And exhale, find a down dog. Walk it out, notice how you feel. And let's keep going. Inhaling here, find a long plank shape. Exhaling, walk to your hands and fold. Okay, other side. Rolling up on your inhale, reach up tall. Left leg comes up in front. Same thing on this side, okay? Exhaling here to your warrior 3. Left foot presses back, hands reach forward. Optional, drop the left toe. Okay, inhaling, one leg up to the left knee up in front. Exhale, warrior 3. Keep the hips and shoulders level with the mat. One more, big breath in, left knee up in front. And one last time, exhale, press the left foot back, reach forward. Transitioning to a crescent lunge, so we will drop the left toes now. Put a little gentle squeeze between your legs and inhale, crescent lunge. Peel the front body open. Legs remain strong. To exhale, drop the heart and reach back. 2 more just like that, please. Big breath in, big front body. And big exhale, big back body. One more, inhale, crescent. And exhale, fold it, drop your head. Palms are down, inhale for plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths here, please. Let it go. Inhaling, heart moves forward, plank. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhaling, heart rolls up, lift up high, right leg up in front. Okay, this time, just exhale, reach the hands forward, swimming through a warrior 3. The right toes drop behind. Inhaling, find your crescent lunge. Okay, exhaling, drop that right heel, open out to a warrior 2. And I'll meet you here, I'll spin around. Warrior 2, here we are. Hips open nicely out to the side. Okay, out to the right. And that left knee points very crisply at the left middle toes. The right toes point a little bit forward, and we press a lot into the outer edge of that right foot. Shoulder blades roll down the back, and we attempt to get the ribs over the hips. There's a lot to think about in a warrior too. So don't worry if you have to keep going through the checklist over and over, because most everyone does. Okay, as you're ready, exalted warrior, drop that right hand by your right thigh, maybe behind your right thigh, and lift that left hand up. Make sure you keep the left hip low so you can extend through that left side body. Okay, as you exhale, drop the left knee to the left elbow, right hand reaches overhead. Let's do that again. Inhale, exalted warrior. Right hand down, left hand up. Keep the left hip low. Exhale, left knee to left elbow to left knee, right arm up and over. Extended side angle. One more. Exalted warrior. Keep the legs strong and pulling together with the inner thighs. And exhale, extended side angle. Pause here, just breathe. Maybe drop a little lower into that left hip. Okay, could we put a little squeeze between the legs, like we're still trying to drag the feet together? If you have quite enough to think about here, please stay here. If you'd like a little extra challenge, the right arm is reaching to the right. Could you stabilize your upper body in space and also reach your left arm to the right? Hold and breathe. Nice core challenge. Wrap the belly button in, drop the left hip a little lower. Push through the right foot and reach through the hands. Do you still have space around your ears and your neck? One more big breath in here. And exhale. Drop your hands down inside that left foot. Back to down dog. Walk out your down dog here. Shake it off. Inhaling here, find your momentary plank. And exhale. Walk to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Lift your heart. Left knee comes up in front. Exhale, transition through your warrior three, slow, slow, slow. And then the left toes touch down at the back of the mat. Inhaling here, crescent lunge. Exhaling here, drop that left heel, cartwheel it open to warrior two. I'll spin around again to meet you. Find your warrior two here. Okay, left toes point forward-ish. Right knee points at its own toes. The belly button needs to tuck a little bit so we don't just pop into the low back. And shoulder blades down. And don't worry if parts of your body forget to be in warrior two and you have to keep reminding them. No problem. Are you ready, warriors? Keep the legs strong. Keep the squeeze in your inner thighs pulling inward. Left hand down, right hand up. Big breath in. Exalted warrior. Feel the length on your right side. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm up, maybe over. Back to exalted warrior. Big breath in. Big exhale. Back up and over. One more time. Big breath in. And exhale. Bring it over. Let's hold here. Maybe drop a little bit more into the right hip if we can, if we need to. Keep squeezing the legs together. Breathe. Maybe just take it easy right here. Maybe keep your long neck. Left arm is reaching to the right. Maybe the right arm is reaching to the right too. Hold and breathe. Okay, pull the belly button in. Squeeze between the knees. Long neck. Reaching away from that left foot. One more big breath in here. And let it go. All hands down. Down dog. Notice how the legs feel. Take it all in. Inhale here, heart moves forward, plank. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Let's take a little moment in this fold. So you might even take your feet wide and bend your knees kind of generously. Let your head hang and swing. Maybe close your eyes and take 3 or 4 more long, slow breaths right here. You might even decide to grab your elbows and swing. Okay, or you might decide you're happier joining your hands behind you, palms together, fingers interlaced, and moving your shoulder blades away from your ears. As you're ready, friends, let's keep moving. Palms down to the ground. Inhaling here, back to your plank. And exhale here, drop your knees, bend the elbows in towards your ribs. Drop the heart between your thumbs. See if you can squeeze the elbows in, lift your belly button away from the floor, and look forward to have more of an extension in your upper back. Let's try that again. Inhale, back up to your plank on your knees. Okay, we can keep this as a knee plank. And exhale, elbows in, drop the heart, look forward, belly button up. One more time, big breath in. Big exhale. Nice. Go ahead and drop all the way to the floor here. And just let your forehead rest on the floor. Your hands can be by your shoulders, tops of your feet on the floor. Just wiggle it out for a little while. Okay, bring your awareness to your back body. We'll start to really work into the back body a good bit here. But before we start to extend the spine, it's always a good idea to really intentionally ground in the hips and lift in the belly button. So grounding your hips and lifting your belly button, you're protecting your low back, okay? And enlisting the help of your back body movers, your glutes, okay, your hamstrings, and your latissimus dorsi, your big back sheet muscle. So as you're ready, think of starting to peel your nose off the floor. So kind of hovering your nose about an inch off the mat. And you feel that lift in your belly button. Still, we can think of floating the hands, floating our feet, and reaching out long through the feet, maybe reaching fingers for the back of the mat. So let's just take a few breaths here. Top of the head moves away from the toes and vice versa. Just feel your back body kind of peeling you up away from the floor. It doesn't have to be a huge, extreme movement. Just a sense that your back body is doing all the work here. And could you feel a sense of expansion across the front? Maybe one more big breath in here. And then exhale, come on down. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, come up through hands and knees here, and find a down dog. Walking it out, shaking it out, let it go. With your inhale here, let's get the right leg up and back. Okay, exhaling here, drop the right foot between your hands. Boom. We'll walk our hands out to the left side of the mat. Turn the toes slightly inward. And here we are in a wide leg forward fold. So I'm just going to turn slightly to show you that my hands, and hopefully your hands too, are far enough away from your feet that your spine has space to be long. And if you would look at someone from the side here, their spine is trying to be as long and flat as possible instead of rounded with the hands close to the feet. So I hope that makes sense. We just want the spine to have some space because we're going to twist it. Okay, ready? So toes are turned in slightly. The feet are about a leg length apart. Put a lot of extra weight into the outer edges of your foot. Okay, almost like you're trying to peel your arches up off the floor. And you may bend your knees at any time. Okay, go ahead and ground into your left hand. Reach up with your right. Let's take a big breath in here. Big chest expanding breath. And exhale, bring it down. Let's switch sides. Inhale here, left hand up. Think of moving your hips back as you reach your hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right hand up, hips back. Exhale, switch. Okay, can you keep going just like this? I'm sure you get the idea of what you're doing. Try this. Try closing your eyes. Get a sense of your lower body being really stable so your upper body can twist and unwind. Next time you reach up on one side, really any side, doesn't matter, just hold right there. Move the hips back a little more. Think of trying slightly to squeeze your inner thighs toward each other, okay? Just a slight squeeze between those. The top shoulder can move a little bit further over the bottom, and both elbows are bent a little bit. One more big breath in here. And exhale, switch. Okay, same thing, other side. Inhaling, come on up. Hips move back. Slight squeeze between the inner thighs. And we're starting to use that stability in the upper body to twist from the belly button up. Soft elbows, plugged in shoulders. One more breath. And we're bringing it down. Let's walk all the hands over by that right foot. We'll turn that right toe forward. We'll step the left foot a little bit closer in, okay? And grab onto your hips. Big breath in. Come on up. Okay, so we're in a pyramid posture here. Let's make sure that our feet are in more of a railroad track position, so our feet are not in a balance beam, but there's a little bit of space to your hips just to be between the line of your 2 feet. The left toes are pointed forward-ish. You can grab onto your hips here, and let's lift the belly button up and in and put a little tuck in the tailbone. In this posture, we're thinking of pulling our right hip back as we send the left hip forward, as if we could keep our hips level with the front of the mat. And let's have a long spine inhale here. And with your exhale, just move your heart forward until you feel the back of the right leg start to lengthen, and then pause right there. Make sure you have a tiny little micro bend in your right knee. Long spine inhale. Okay, move a little further forward in the heart, exhale. So I want to invite you to stop in your journey folding downward, wherever you feel that right leg has just enough opening for you. Everyone will be really different. You can even use your right leg for support on the thigh there. You can bring your hands down to your right shin for support. The floor or some blocks may be more appropriate for you. But if everything's going great, you may eventually find your upper body just kind of folding over that right leg. But remember to keep a long neck, please, long spine and neck. And a nice pull back in that right hip. And let's take some time just breathing here in your pyramid posture. Okay, anywhere from up on the thigh to down on the floor is wonderful. All right, so taking one more big breath in here, wherever you are. And as you're ready, hands down on either side of that right foot, we'll step it back to down dog. Okay, take a moment here to notice how the back of your right leg is feeling. Notice anything different in your hamstring, your calf maybe your low back and glute. And as you're ready, inhale, heart moves forward. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. And let's take a little moment here just to fold. You can bend your knees. Okay, options. Maybe grab the backs of your calves and gently hug yourself towards your legs. If it's possible, you can grab opposite elbows and shimmy your elbows down to your ankles. But make sure it feels nice. And keep in mind, you can bend your knees more or less generously to make the backs of your legs feel just right. All right, as you're ready, we'll come out of this fold, hands back on the floor. Inhaling here, back through your plank. Exhaling here, knees down, elbows in, chest and chin, drop between the thumbs, looking forward. Again, inhale, back up to your knee plank. Belly button stays up away from the floor. Exhale, heart drops, belly and chin lift. One more, big breath in. Big exhale. All right, come all the way down. Reach your hands forward here and just rest your head on the floor again. Okay, feel the heaviness in your hips. We'll extend the back again here. So grounding hips, lifting belly button. We are protected in the low back. Okay, we're ready to move once we have that low back protection. So lift your nose, keep that hip connection, lift your arms, lift your feet, breathe. Everything is up, okay? If you ever need a break, you can drop hands, head, and feet at any time and just move whatever's lifted. Ready? Okay, inhaling. Reach out through your hands, reach out through your feet. Go for really long here. With your exhale, bend your knees, point your toes at the back of your head, bend your elbows and pull them back. So you're really contracting the back of your body here. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, pull everything back. Again, inhale long. Exhale strong. One more, big breath in. One last big exhale. Hold and breathe. Okay, maybe hold here, maybe put your hands down if you need a little rest. If you're feeling spicy, you can see if the left hand can reach back for its foot. Maybe the right hand can reach back for its foot. If you reach your feet, you can press them back and breathe. Remember to keep your long neck. All right, wherever you are is great for 3, 2, and 1. Come out slowly. Take a little rest, just your head resting on the floor. Just to soak up that yummy back bend feeling. And then as you're ready, hands under shoulders, come on up to hands and knees. And then I'll meet you in a down dog. Okay, walk out your down dog for a moment. Notice how you feel. And let's do the left side. Okay, inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, left foot drops between your hands. Walk the hands out to the right, and I'll meet you over here. I'm gonna spin around so that you get my better side. Okay, so from here, you're facing out to the side. Turn your toes out away from each other. Put a little bend in each of your knees. One hand comes to one thigh, other hand comes to the other thigh. Come on up. And then kind of sink down into this funky little bent knee posture. So let's make sure of a few things. Let's make sure your hips are just about level with your knees. Your hands are on your thighs, but also kind of towards your inner thigh. So check it out. When your hands press into your thighs, they're kind of going to press them away from each other, opening up that inner thigh space. So it should feel nice. Also, your hands are pressing down, lengthening your spine. So you should have your longest possible spine here as you use your legs as an actual press off to lengthen that spine. So, ready? We're going to twist. So we have that long spine inhale. before we twist. With your exhale, drop your left shoulder. Look over your right. Big twist. Continue to press into your legs. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Look to the left. Big twist. Let's take a few more like this, okay? Maybe close your eyes. Inhaling through center. Exhaling to twist. Sometimes it's nice to keep your eyes closed and just let your body feel where it is. Maybe 3 more on each side. Nice and slow. I want to feel your whole back getting wrung out, your low back, your neck, upper back. Remember to keep a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears. Those shoulders tend to want to creep up and make trouble. One more. All right, once you've come back up and in through center, okay, I'm going to have you bend your knees, put your hands back down on the floor. We'll walk our hands over to that left foot. Okay, step the right foot a little closer in, right toes point forward. And if you grab your hips, we're coming up to our second side pyramid posture. Okay, pyramid's really great for opening up that left hamstring and glute. So let's check it out. So we're attempting to line our hips up with the front of the mat here. We need to pull back in the belly button and lift the heart. Long spine inhale. We can have hands on hips at first. And exhale, heart moves forward. Let's just pause here. We'll make a long journey of it. Long spine inhale. Heart moves forward, exhale. So I want you to just take your time. Keep a little micro bend in your left knee. It's not locking. Now you might just pause here, either hands on hips or hands on your left thigh. Okay, if you're feeling enough opening in that left thigh, because that's kind of where we're working. Okay, keep pulling back on that left hip. If everything's great, you can walk your hands down to your shin, the left shin, the floor, maybe some blocks. Maybe your upper body just kind of naturally wants to fold. But do keep the spine as long as you can. So although it's rounding, lengthen as you round. Drop the hat. And remember the point. The point is just to open up that left leg and breathe and enjoy yourself. Taking your last breath or so here. And then as you're ready, we'll start to bend into the left knee. Get those hands down to the mat. And we're letting it go. Let's step it back to a down dog. Shake it out here. Notice how the backs of the legs feel. Hopefully great relief in the hamstrings and the backs of the legs, low back. Inhaling here, heart moves forward. Exhaling here, knees down, come all the way down. Okay, big breath in, heart pulls forward, find a little cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Let's take a few more cobras like that. You can really grip the mat, pull with your hands. Heart moves forward, inhale. Think of heavy hips. Roll it down, exhale. Again, big breath in. Big exhale. One more, come up and hold. Heart lifting forward. Okay, maybe think about lifting hands. Maybe think about lifting feet. Maybe reach hands back. Big breath. One more time. Just using that strong back body to lift everything up and open. One more big breath in. With your exhale, let it go. Hands down under shoulders, pressing up to hands and knees. Okay, if we sit all of our knees out to one side, hips sit the other way, we can flip it over to our back. So come on down. And you can tuck your hands behind your knees and come on down. Maybe grab your knees and rock around here. All right, and after all that back extension, let's open up the low back even more and see if there's anything we need to release there. We'll get all the legs up in the air. And let's cross the right leg over the left. We'll bend our knees here. And you can start by grabbing one shin in each hand and just grounding your shoulder blades. So notice as you ground your shoulder blades, your shins come with you. And you're feeling maybe outer hip, maybe inner hip starting to release, also helping out your low back. If you want more, you can bring your hands down to your ankles. Start to move your feet away from your glutes. Okay, you want even more, flex those ankles. So really nice, strong flexed feet, please. Grab a foot in each opposite hand and move those feet away from you as you move the feet away from your glutes as you pull them down towards your shoulder blades. So breathing here. Nice opening in the outer hip and low back. Try to let the outer hip melt open here. Flex those feet. As you're ready, keep your legs crossed, but just release your feet. Okay, and we'll drop our knees over to the left. Take a little twist here, looking out to the right. If you spread your arms open wide, maybe the left hand grabs a knee. Looking out to the right, big, long spine inhales. Strong belly exhales. Let's bring the legs back in, and you can get all your legs back up in the air, untangle them. And now let's do left leg over right, please. Knees bend, okay? Start by grabbing your shins. This side could be totally different. Grounding shoulder blades. Maybe walking it out to ankles. Feet move away from hips as we pull the ankles close. Okay, do flex your ankles if you're gonna grab your feet. Feet move away from hips. Feet move towards shoulder blades. Breathe here, wherever it's the most tense. See if you can let go. As you're ready, release your legs, but keep left crossed over right. Let's just drop them to the right. And look to the left. Nice twist. Maybe right hand grabs a knee. Long spine inhale. Strong belly exhale. Let's bring the legs back in. Untangle yourself and find your resting posture. Just whatever it may be. Someplace you can let your body totally let go. Maybe roll the shoulder blades a bit more snugly beneath your heart so it revolves open a bit more. And find the breath coming in and out through your nose. Your body feels soft and expansive. Spend a little time just observing all the sensations in your body that your practice stirred up. Notice with compassion and fascination any thoughts and emotions that arise as well. What a wonderful blessing that we can just lay here and be present with ourselves and truly experience this moment. Please keep resting as long as you possibly can. Take at least 5 minutes, if that's possible, maybe longer. And thank you so much for joining me.